Hi there, Serial Trader here. I'm going to do a checkup on Aurora Cannabis, and this is a name I haven't shown in any videos, at least not any great deal thus far, but we're going to do it today. So we'll start off with the overall trend of Aurora Cannabis, the weekly chart. So it started trading back in October of 2016, so it hasn't been around too long. But that being said, there is still enough price history here to have a good Elliott wave count in progress. So I have it right here, wave 1 up, and then wave 2 down. Then we had a clear wave 3 up. Then we had this very lengthy deep correction. This is in log scale, by the way, just to make it look proportional with percentage changes as opposed to nominal changes. See, if I go to, the regular scale, it looks very distorted due to the huge nominal changes, but logarithmic cleans it up quite nicely. Anyways, so yeah, big wave 3 up there, and that was the peak in let's see the exact date, January of 2018, so January of this year. Then yeah, again, this huge correction down, percentage wise it was enormous, and looks like we did a WXY double zigzag down for a wave 4, and now it looks quite convincing that we're now progressing in the 5th wave up, and I'm just going closer for greater detail now, and I'll take it out of the log scale now that we're going to be looking at a shorter time frame. It's no longer needed. So yeah, WXY down for 4, and it looks like off the bottom on this daily chart, going in closer here, we have a nice 1 up, 2 down, 3 up, 4 down, and now it looks like wave 5 in progress. And okay, I'll go to the candlestick chart. And okay, so we had this big gap up here, gap up, then a doji for the day, so a huge intraday range, but between opening and close wasn't a very large difference there, so a very small real body. That was yesterday's candlestick. I did have some October ACB calls on that gap up that I took profit on, and the reason behind that, not necessarily that the move was done, but the fact that it was so indecisive, a doji star rejecting higher and lower prices intraday like that, and the fact that there wasn't a whole lot of time left on the calls, and they became nicely profitable, took them off the table. But that being said, I didn't take all the positions off, so I also have a stock position. So on that, I now move the stop up, the stop up to the low of yesterday's range, which is just below 950. So the stop's at 949 on the stock, and then today, obviously, huge day up, 11% up, closed near the high of the day, and so far 11 that. So I'll be adjusting that stop up as we go here, but even though we do have this 5 up, mature looking sequence, certainly looks, we're overbought here now on the daily, getting over 70. Certainly looks in need of a proportional 3-wave pullback, but as we've seen before, sometimes it just keeps running beyond any reasonable expectation. And we did break our most recent resistance level here that we had in play at 1072. So that's certainly a bullish development. So not a good place to be chasing it. If you're already in, like I am, certainly try and ride it and just move your stop up as we progress. But the next real big swing opportunity would likely be some sort of corrective looking pullback. That was set up for a nice entry. Now as far as targets go, and these are longer term targets where we could eventually go, we'll do the good old reverse Fibonacci extension to the upside, and that'll give us our, I like to put the 1.382 and the 2.0 multiples on there, so 2.0, 1.382, and I'll take away that 618, that's not what I want on this. Okay, now we'll just have a look at where that gets us. And the 1.382 multiple would have us come to about 19 bucks, so 18.99. So that's a huge move from where we currently are at 11. And the 2.0 multiple would have us go to 25 and change, which would be an outstanding gain. Certainly possible. Now, given that, we're not going to go there right away. This does look like it needs to have some sort of consolidation here sooner than later. But there's also rumors and fairly likely rumors of a deal between a beverage company and Aurora to develop a cannabinoid infused beverage. And Coca-Cola is definitely one of the names being dropped as a potential suitor here for ACB. So if that, I mean, just the speculation of that has helped drive us up here short term. But if that gets confirmed by the companies, and they do strike a big deal, much like Constellation Brands did with Canopy Growth, we saw what happened after that. It just went absolutely nuts. So if we go there here, this might just keep running almost uninterrupted, at least for a time. Although certainly watching with a skeptical eye still, as far as trying to go big with new positions. I don't chase things. I wait for corrective setups. But since I am already in, I'm just basically trailing a stop up, and if it wants to just keep going crazy, let it go. So I just thought I'd bring that to your attention. We'll certainly check up on this again as something interesting happens to it. All right, Serial Trader signing off.